What's up, people? In this video we are going to go over the idiot's guide to raw food. Okay, I'm not saying you're an idiot, but I don't know, we're all kind of idiots at the end of the day, because a lot of the time we walk around and we don't question reality. We don't question things that we just assume to be true, because if you questioned everything that you assume to be true every second of the day, then you literally would not be able to live your life, okay? But in this video, I'm going to hopefully cause you to question what you think you know about raw food based on absolutely zero scientific evidence that I have done, totally just my opinion, but also my experience. And if you trust my opinion, if you care about my experience, if you think I'm an authentic guy who's honest and wouldn't steer you wrong, especially if you want to buy a silk shirt from legendarysuitjamas.com, then you should listen to my opinion, and at the very least, you should test it on your own, okay? Don't take my word for it. Don't take, CBS or CNN or whatever your other source of information is. Test it on your own, okay? All right, so the Idiot's Guide to Raw Food. This is very simple, very basic, because I'm making this for idiots. And if anybody's an idiot, it's me, okay? I'm the biggest idiot that you'll ever meet in your life. My friends will attest to this, that I, like most people, don't like to think too hard, okay? I want things to be simple. In fact, I always tell people, as soon as they start to go off into some long explanation about something, I'm just like, okay, give me the one sentence explanation, okay? I say that very often, okay? Pretty much every conversation, and I should probably say it to myself when I make these videos. Maybe that'll be like my new thing. Like, I'll start the video with the one sentence explanation, and then if you're over it, you can just click out, and then, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so the one sentence explanation of why you should eat raw food, or the Idiot's Guide to Raw Food, is that, this will be a long sentence, but when you cook food, you destroy the nutrients in the food. Done. That's it. It's that simple. So, therefore, and I realize this is more than one sentence, or maybe just a long sentence, therefore, raw food, specifically raw animal products, raw eggs, raw meat, raw dairy, is more nutrient dense, or because it is more bioavailable to your body. Now, I have heard many things that say that cooked food, because it is cooked and it is broken down, it is more bioavailable. It's easier for your body to absorb. And to be fair, have not really done the research on this. Like most things, I don't really do research on anything unless I absolutely have to. And, just because I'm making a video telling people what to do and how to live their lives doesn't mean I need to actually do any research. You would think that it does, but, I'm kind of just making it up as I go along, based on my experience, okay, not just for no reason. So, I have heard that cooking food helps your body absorb it or digest it more, or digest it easier, okay? So let's say that's true. What about the nutrients, okay? What about the vitamins? What about the minerals? What about the amino acids that are destroyed as a result of cooking food at an extremely high temperature? Now, I was talking to this girl who lives in my share house the other day, and she just happens to be a vegan, very nice girl. Every time I talk to a vegan, like in person, I always have to hold myself back from criticizing their lifestyle from a nutritional point of view, okay? Because I realize on YouTube, it's very common for this whole vegan versus non-vegan, carnivore versus whatever. It's very common for people to lash out and say very strong statements. But when you're in the real world and you're not in the YouTube, drama town, people don't want to be criticized for their way of life, okay? Oh my God. It's not socially appropriate, and I have to live with these people, so I want to act appropriate so that I can live my life calmly and peacefully and make friends with people. Because who cares, Okay, so that said, this vegan, lovely young girl, and I were talking, and she said, just because you cook the food doesn't mean it's breaking down any of the nutrients, okay? Which is just not true. I mean, forget about science, okay? Just forget about it. I know I say that a lot, and you probably think I'm some idiot, but forget about it for a second. Let's say you have two substances, okay? One substance you leave exactly the way that it is, and the other substance you heat at 500 degrees for an hour. Do you think those two things will be the same afterwards? Yes or no? Obviously not. All kinds of stuff in there is going to be changed. All kinds of stuff in there is going to be different. Okay, that's my bro science explanation for why you should eat raw food. I know if you're looking for actual science, you're probably watching this video, you're scratching your head and you're thinking like, damn, they'll let anybody on the internet make a nutritional channel and say whatever they want. And you're kind of right. I mean, you're 100% right. And my answer to you, random person who may or may not be arguing with me on the internet, is to just try it for yourself, okay? And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about fully raw Christina who eats raw vegetables all the time. I mean, I guess raw vegetables are good, but where's your, and I love animals, don't get me wrong, but where are you getting your nutritional value from? So, what I recommend that you do is to just try it. Why would you not try it on your own? Don't take my word for it. Don't take some other YouTuber with an awesome, slightly wrinkled silk shirt. Don't take their word for it. Just try it, Come up with an idea, okay, a hypothesis. For example, I will feel better when I eat raw meat. Test it. Eat only raw meat for a week or for a day or 2 days and see how you feel. Because that's really what it comes down to in the end. And honestly, not that I'm finding it hard to continue to make videos, but I feel like I'm repeating myself in a lot of these because I'm really just saying the same thing over and over, which is eat raw foods, eat raw meat, also raw eggs, by the way. Shout out to Dr. Moore, who sent me an email about raw eggs and why Japanese people live so long because they eat raw eggs. I tried that the other day. I drank 6 raw eggs. Oh my God, incredible, game changer. 100%. So just try it, And to that point, if I had not tried it based on what he told me, if I thought to myself, well, he said raw eggs are good, but let me do some research, let me look it up, let me examine the benefits of raw eggs versus cooked eggs. And look, I'll be lying if I said I didn't do that. I definitely did that because, like I said, I had heard often that certain nutrients are more easily absorbed when you cook foods. So I was like, all right, let's see what this is all about. Let's see if I can stand to lose a little bit of that absorption from cooking the eggs. But really, I was secretly hoping for raw eggs to be better because I don't want to cook. I don't feel like washing dishes. And I kind of like the idea that raw food is just better. It's very appealing to me. It's a very attractive idea to think that just eating food the way it is the way that you should eat it. But anyway, I tried it. I felt amazing. Raw food is incredible. You feel lighter. You're full without feeling full. And, you can easily navigate the streets of Tokyo in busy intersections while talking to a camera and trying to get to 10 minutes so that you can feel good about yourself for having done enough work on your YouTube channel that day. Cool, so let me know, have you ever tried raw eggs? Or have you ever tried raw beef or raw pork or raw anything? And I'm not so interested in what the effects were, although you can tell me that if you want. But what I'm more interested in was what was the reaction of the people that you know who saw you do that or who heard you doing that. Because if it's anything like my experience, at least in Japan, people are like, I don't know, and maybe they play it up a little bit. They're like, oh my God, you're eating raw pork? Which is a little weird, I'll be real, but like, oh my God, you're eating raw pork? And then I offer them some, like, no. Anyway, let me know what your experience is. Subscribe to my channel, check out legendarysuitgemmas.com. They do need to be ironed though. Peace.